BTS News Today. BTS's Jungkook has never receded from the public spotlight, even after he served his military service in South Korea. This time, a big surprise again occurred when he created a special song for someone and sang it in front of all the soldiers in an official military event. The moment became a heated discussion, not only among the military, but also BTS fans around the world. Since his early days in the military, Jungkook has attracted attention for his humble demeanor and hard work. He was known as a disciplined soldier, but still carried a unique character that made him loved by his fellow soldiers. Jungkook also often showed his musical talent on the sidelines of military activities, both through vocal exercises and playing musical instruments. However, what happened in the event was completely unexpected. A soldier revealed that Jungkook had been preparing for this moment for weeks, although he continued to carry out his military duties as usual. This shows the incredible dedication of Jungkook, who still wants to give something special in the midst of a busy and tight schedule. The story behind the song starts from a small but meaningful interaction between Jungkook and someone who was very valuable to him during his time in the military. Although the identity of the person is kept secret, some speculate that the song was intended for a senior who has become a mentor and motivator for Jungkook. In a brief interview conducted by military media, a close friend of Jungkook's at the barracks recounted that Jungkook often talked about how he felt very grateful to have someone who supported him in difficult times during his military service. He is credited with helping Jungkook adjust to the challenging military environment. As a talented artist, Jungkook has an extraordinary ability to create music. Even in the midst of limited facilities during the draft, he still managed to create songs with high quality. Based on information from other soldiers, Jungkook used his time off to write lyrics and create melodies. The song's lyrics describe gratitude, respect, and admiration for the person who inspired it. With a simple melody but full of emotion, this song has the power to touch the heart of anyone who listens to it. The recording process was done simply using the recording tools available in the barracks, but the results still showed Jungkook's distinctive professional qualities. The highlight came when Jungkook sang the song at an official event attended by all the soldiers in his unit. The event was originally planned as a celebration of their unit's achievements, but no one expected that Jungkook would give such a big surprise. When his name was announced, the atmosphere in the hall instantly changed to full of anticipation. The soldiers, most of whom were Jungkook's fans, couldn't hide their excitement. However, no one really knows what he will do. With steady steps, Jungkook went on stage, carrying his own acoustic guitar in front of the microphone. He introduced the song in an emotional-sounding voice. Jungkook mentioned that this song he dedicated to someone who has given him strength during difficult times. Without naming names, he explained how grateful he was for being able to meet the figure. When Jungkook started strumming his guitar, the atmosphere of the hall became quiet. Each note carries a deep emotion, and the lyrics are about friendship, respect, and appreciation. His distinctive voice, full of appreciation, moved many in the room. Even some soldiers admitted to shedding tears during his performance. He sang not only with his voice, but also with his heart, said one soldier. The song is so powerful in conveying a message that even in the midst of a tough task, kindness and support among others can be a tremendous source of strength. After his performance, the hall was filled with loud applause. Many soldiers immediately approached Jungkook to congratulate him and thank him. The performance was not only entertaining, but also gave a new zest to all those present. News of Jungkook's appearance quickly spread to social media and went viral among BTS fans, known as ARMY. Hashtags such as #Jungkook military song and #Grateful Jungkook instantly became a trend on various platforms. Many fans were moved to read this story without even hearing the song live. The song Jungkook composed not only shows his artistic talent, but also illustrates his deep humanity. Through this song, he teaches that gratitude is something we should always express, especially to people who have helped us in difficult situations. This moment also shows how Jungkook remains an inspiration, even in an environment far from the glitter of the stage. He proved that art has the power to touch the heart and connect people in various situations. The story of Jungkook creating a special song and singing it in front of all the soldiers is one of those moments that will be remembered, not only by those present, but also by all who heard this story. With his talent, sincerity, and dedication, Jungkook once again showed why he is so loved by so many. Through this song, he managed to bring warmth and inspiration, proving that even in the midst of a tough task, music can be both a solace and a link to the heart. Jungkook is not just doing military service as part of his duties as a South Korean citizen. He also brings a spirit and positive values that are reflected in each of his actions. In a military environment known for its harshness and discipline, Jungkook's ability to still express his art and create emotional connections with those around him is evident. That creativity can live anywhere, even in a limited space. The soldiers present at the event stated that the lyrics of the song sung by Jungkook touched on universal themes of courage, friendship, and sacrifice. Although the song is addressed to someone specifically, many feel that the song speaks to them personally. This proves the power of music in conveying emotional messages that can be felt by various walks of life. A soldier told the media that the song's lyrics reflected Jungkook's nature. Although famous as a global superstar, it still has a strong human side. He described how he respected and appreciated every moment he experienced during his military service. Messages like this give encouragement to other soldiers, especially those who may find it difficult to adapt to military life. Many believe that this incident has created significant atmospheric changes in the military unit where Jungkook served. The interaction between the soldiers became warmer and full of a sense of community after that moment. The soldiers feel more motivated to support each other, following the spirit shown by Jungkook in his song. The unit commander also gave special appreciation for Jungkook's initiative, which is considered to have strengthened the relationship between unit members. In a brief interview, the commander said, "We often see Jungkook's talent as an artist, but this time we see his leadership side. He showed that leadership is not always through command, but also through example and actions that bring inspiration." For ARMY, this story is a reminder of why they love Jungkook and BTS as a whole. Fans appreciate not only Jungkook's musical talent, but also his humble personality and always giving his best, even in difficult situations. Hashtags related to this incident continued to dominate social media for several days. Many ARMYs create fan art, edit videos, and poems inspired by the moment. They also sent messages of support to Jungkook, wishing him health and happiness during his military service. In addition, some soldiers who are also families of South Korean military members feel very connected to this story. They stated that Jungkook had brought pride, not only to the ARMY, but also to all military personnel serving in the country. This story also attracted international media attention. Many news outlets from different countries reported the moment as proof that the influence of BTS and its members remains great, even when they are not fully active in the entertainment world. Some music journalists also praised Jungkook's dedication in creating the song. They highlight how Jungkook continues to show growth as an artist, despite being in the midst of a completely different situation from the entertainment world. In South Korea, Jungkook's act of creating songs as a form of respect and gratitude is considered to be in harmony with cultural values that emphasize respect for one's neighbor. In Korean culture, showing sincere gratitude is highly valued, and Jungkook has shown it in his own unique way. It also gives the world an idea of how the Korean military is not only a place to practice discipline and physical readiness, but also a place where positive values can grow and develop. After the event, although there was no official interview from Jungkook, a soldier close to him said that Jungkook felt relieved and happy after finishing his performance. He felt that he had managed to convey the message he wanted to convey, and it became a very meaningful moment for him personally. Jungkook continued to receive thanks from other soldiers for several days after the event. Many said that they felt closer to him, not only as a member of BTS, but also as a fellow human being facing the same challenges. Many music observers believe that this experience will have a major impact on Jungkook's future works. The experience of serving in the military and creating songs in the midst of situations like this is believed to provide a new perspective on the creative process. As an artist, Jungkook has always been known to be able to pour his personal experiences into his music, and this moment will most likely be one of the main inspirations in his next songs. Fans can't wait to see how this enlistment experience will affect his musical style in the future. The story of Jungkook creating a special song and singing it in front of the entire army is one of the most moving moments in his mandatory military service. Through this act, He showed not only his talent and dedication as a musician, but also his extraordinary human side. With all the limitations that exist, Jungkook managed to create something that is not only beautiful, but also meaningful to everyone who hears it. He proved that art can be a bridge that connects hearts, even in the most unexpected places. This moment will always be remembered, both by the soldiers present and by his fans around the world. Jungkook has provided concrete evidence that kindness and gratitude have the power to change the atmosphere, strengthen relationships, and inspire.